You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hi, Days of Our Lives fans. I have got February sweeps predictions for you. We're going to talk about Shawn having a revenge fling, Brady saving Ava, and Shane Donovan facing some rage. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not subscribed, please click that button. Let's get started with our very first sweeps prediction. Brady Black saves Ava from Rachel, aka the woman in white, and then fast tracks their romance. So right now, Ava is with the woman in white, aka Rachel Blake, and little Rachel Black has Ava's cell phone and just sent that Hong Kong message about that she went to see her son and his fiance, wasn't planning to come back for a while. That got Brady to kind of back down from she's missing, I need to find her. But all it'll take is Brady to run into Steve Johnson and ask, how's it going? Have you heard from Ava since she landed in Hong Kong? And then he'll know it's a lie. Brady and Steve, I think, are going to track her phone back to the DiMeras, where Brady will grill Rachel and Kristen and then ride off to rescue Ava. And she may want to break up with Brady because of all this, but I don't think he's going to let Ava go. And I think things are going to speed up for them romantically once he saves her in February sweeps. Our second prediction, EJ gets knocked down by Rafe, but he's not out yet. He's down, but not out. We know EJ's got a date with a bullet, and it's tied to this Arnold Finnegar fake Rafe thing. And by the end of this week, Rafe gets the better of him and knocks EJ out during a fight in the secret room under the mansion when EJ is taunting Rafe and infuriates him to the point that he fights him and knocks him out. So it looks like this should be when Jada finds out about the swap and somebody angrily comes for EJ to shoot him. But I'm not entirely sure Rafe is going to make it all the way to the wedding to stop it. I do expect EJ's shooting could be delayed until May sweeps based on the timing of Allison Sweeney's return. Our third sweeps prediction, 5 happy couples in Valentine's Day, enjoy Valentine's Day in Salem, and a few couples are not quite so happy. So I think we are going to see Brady and Ava happily reconciled by Heart's Day, and Belle and EJ might have a V-Day hate date that ends with them hitting the sheets again, just not under Marlena's roof. Johnny and Chanel should be back on, and I hope he buys her some nice jewelry. Leo and Javi should be in fine form by then, and Paulina and Abe are happy together, as are Patch and Kayla. But it's not going to be hearts and flowers for everybody in Salem. Alex may have a rough go. Will he be with Stephanie or Joy, and will Valentine's Day be what breaks this tension between the three of them? Doc is missing her man. Jada may be salty over Rafe cheating reveal and the wedding disaster. If it all comes out, we'll see. And Holly is feeling pretty rotten about her man Tate. Our fourth sweeps prediction, Whitley King is back and still crazy, but does she know Carrie Yeomans? So I just wonder if Whitley and Carrie met in Fairview or elsewhere. Next week, Kim Coles is back for one episode as Whitley, the nut job who loves cats and body and soul. Why is she back? Why just for one episode? And is that even enough time to reveal she's targeting the soap? I have been torn between her and Carrie as the cupcake culprit and the elevator fall mastermind, all that. And there is a spoiler photo of the person putting an X on Bonnie's picture, and it's a more zoomed out photo than the shot they showed on the soap. And you can see the culprit has a gray knit cap. It looks like the one Carrie was wearing. But then when the person in that jacket turned in the shot, they looked kind of curvier like a woman. So Carrie's been pretty smug with Jada, bragging that she has no evidence to do anything about anything he's done. He loves body and soul. He hates Leo. So it could be Carrie. It could be Whitley. Maybe they plotted it together. Maybe Carrie goes to visit her, and that's why we see Whitley for just one episode. Our fifth prediction, Tate angers Holly with a Valentine's Day gift to his baby mama, Sophia. So, of course, Valentine's Day is coming smack in the middle of sweeps, and on February 12th, the new Sophia Choi debuts. It was Madeline Keats in the role, but she wrapped her run on January 27th, and on February 12th, we'll meet the new Sophia, played by Rachel Boyd. We have seen Tate drawn to Sophia over this pregnancy, over this life they've created. And of course, they're trying to figure out a way to keep their own life plans on track, like college and all that, by finding an alternate path. They are looking at adoption. Her mom, Amy, doesn't want it, but Sophia is ready to do it behind her mom's back if she can't talk her into it. But since she is pregnant with Tate's child, he might take Sophia a Valentine's Day present, something for her, something for the baby, something just for the pregnancy. And that might anger Holly, even though I'm sure Tate will bring something to her as well. And then, of course, we've got the complication of Doug 3 waiting in the wings when Holly needs to vent. Our 6th prediction, Philip and Xander's brother bond is booming and Sarah swallows her guilt. Right now, Philip and Xander are both really trying to be good brothers to each other, both of them because of Sarah. For Xander, it's because Sarah asked him to play nice. For Philip, it's because Sarah threatened him and said, play nice or go to prison for taking that forged document Vivian gave you into court and stealing half my husband's company. But what takes Xander and Philip by surprise, I think, this month is that they genuinely like each other and want to be good brothers. Xander, he can be an optimistic guy. He's got a sweet nature when he's, not being all murdery. Philip is kind of unhinged, but he can also be loving, and he's got that stay out of jail motivation to be a good brother. So Sarah sees good things happening, but she's still struggling with her guilt. Our 7th prediction, Marlena vents to Shane and Steve raises his voice too. So Marlena is increasingly desperate to see or hear from John. It has been so long, and Steve tried to reassure Marlena that he was out on mission, but soon it looks like neither Patch nor Marlena can deal with the lack of answers, and they're going to go together to confront Shane Donovan. They want to know where John is. They want him back home, and they want answers. And of course, we know that can't happen because Drake Hogestyn was in his final months of life when they filmed these scenes. John's never going to be home again. And it's all just so sad to even think about watching these scenes. Our 8th prediction, JJ keeps seeing Gabi, but he's definitely not all in. When JJ first started seeing Gabi again, he told her he forgave her for the sins of her past, but then Chad churned them all up the other day when JJ was trashing Kat. And for his money, Chad feels like that Gabi's just as bad, if not worse, than Kat. And I think you could make that case. And this week, Gabi and JJ are getting hot and heavy, and then he kind of seems to be second guessing things. I do think he isn't going to call it off, but I think emotionally he may pull back. I don't think he's going to be all in. I think she would have to go a long way for him to even consider falling for her again. Our 9th prediction, Kat and Chad's simmering feelings grow. I do expect a kiss in February sweep. So we have Chad looking more kindly on Kat than before because he knows the truth of the backstory and everything that Clyde Weston was doing and threatening her mom and all that. And then he ran into her and there was a little spark there. And then he's kind of defending her to JJ. So they're laying the groundwork. Julie's not too happy about it, but she's dealing with her own issues. And I do expect a kiss between Kat and Chad sometime in February sweeps. Although I think it's going to be a one-off for now. I think Chad will be horrified, vows it'll never happen again. And of course, it'll happen again later. And our 10th and final prediction, and this all hinges on how the wedding goes, but I just wonder if Shawn and Jada may hook up in a revenge rebound. So if her wedding falls apart because fake Rafe slept with a stripper and real Rafe doesn't get there in time to stop her from marrying Arnold Finnegar or breaking up with Arnold at the altar, Jada may be so angry that she may look for a rebound revenge thing. Shawn is, of course, upset that Belle just banged EJ. He's up for some revenge too. And it would be really weird because Jada and Belle like each other and they're work colleagues, and Shawn works with them both. And Shawn cheated on Belle with Jada's younger sister, Talia, if you remember. But those are also all the reasons it would make it super, super soapy if it happened. It all hinges on the outcome of the wedding this week, though. We'll see.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.